This is Peter from PetesTravel.com and allinclusivecruises.net. I'm coming to you live from my balcony cabin here on Carnival Magic. We're currently docked in the cruise port in Nassau, Bahamas. I'm on a 5-day cruise out of Port Canaveral, making 3 stops in the Bahamas, and I thought I would share just some observations with you just to set your mind at ease as you think about cruising. So in this short video, I want to first of all talk about embarkation. Now, upon arriving at the terminal in Port Canaveral, you'll find that there are 2 entrances, one for those who are vaccinated and one for those who are unvaccinated. In addition to that, you ought to know that both unvaccinated and unvaccinated guests are required to take a test, a COVID test, and present a negative COVID test. It must be done within 48 hours of boarding the ship. So if your ship sails on Saturday, it has to be done Thursday or Friday, or even Saturday morning if you will get the result back on time to board before your ship leaves. In addition to that, unvaccinated guests are required to take an antigen test at the port. So in addition to the negative test that they have to show when they get there, they also have to take an antigen test at the port. These things, of course, are put in place to ensure that people are free from COVID before they get on the ship. Next thing you'll find that as you get into the terminal area, that everybody is required to wear masks. Before I even mention the mask, let me talk about please pardon the noise in the background. We're in the port here at Nassau, and they're doing some expansion work, or mainly dressing up the place. They want to give it a more modern look. So there's construction workers in the background. You may be able to see them. Yes, so before I touch on the mask, you will also find that there are sanitization stations in the terminal because they do want people to keep their hands clean. And that's another thing that you'll find aboard the ship. Then on to the mask. Everybody's required to keep the mask on. And that mask must be worn through the entire process of embarkation, while you're being checked in, while you're boarding the ship, and even when you get on the ship. You'll see signs posted everywhere about keeping on that mask. So basically, those are the things that are in place to take care of, to mitigate the fight against COVID getting onto the ship. So vaccinated, unvaccinated are separated as you enter. You have to show proof of a negative test. You have to show, of course, those who are vaccinated, proof of your vaccine. And unvaccinated have to take a test at the port. And again, as I mentioned, there are sanitization stations, and you're required to keep the mask on throughout the entire process. So that's the first thing I will share with you. Do feel free to think about your next cruise. Cruises are on again, and so you should not sweat too much about planning or booking your next cruise. Until next time, I will be sharing some more videos with other observations, just to set your mind at ease, as I said, so you know that it's okay to go ahead and book a cruise and to get sailing. Until next time, this is Peter saying, I hope to see you one day on the high seas.